Hi, I'm Pub, and today I'm doing something a little different. I am going to start a new series and we'll see how long it lasts because honestly, sometimes they don't always last. Anyways, I'm going to start a new series where I discuss a doll line and do as much research as I can on it and then talk about it, okay? That makes sense. So one of the things that I strive to be as a doll collector is very knowledgeable on the things that I collect / want to collect. And even though that is something that I really want, I'm not very knowledgeable. Even though I try to do as much research as I can on the topics that I want to know more about, I still am not as knowledgeable as I would like to be. I love people who know so much about dolls and stuff, and so that's what I want. So I decided to do a series where I wrote down all of the doll lines that I have on my wish list right now, and eventually I will add to it. So I put them in 2 columns, not anything specific, but there were so many they needed to be in 2 columns, and then I random generated random numbers, and that is how I chose what doll I'll be talking about today. So I'll insert that little clip. Okay, generate 1 or 2. Literally, that's it. 2. Now I gotta figure out what's on my sheet for 2. 1 through 33. Sorry, it's 133. Generate, okay. 27, here we go. Okay, Radio Disney Pop Dreamers is who we're talking about, which honestly I feel like I've gone over Radio Disney Pop Dreamers before, but I am never gonna turn down an opportunity to have a discussion about them, okay? And today in this video, I'm going to be discussing Radio Disney Pop Dreamer dolls. Before we get into that, I'm going to say that I did a decent amount of research. There's very few dolls in this line and very little to no information really on them. I feel like they're not a super well collected doll line, so if that helps you with my research. There was little to no information. I've actually already talked about these dolls before. They've just been something that I've really liked, but I'm doing another one because I can, starting with this series. So I do know a little bit about them, but honestly I wrote down a bunch of stuff and I couldn't even tell you what company makes them anymore right now, so I will have to probably be reading, but I'll try not to be staring at the screen all the time. Anyways, like always, when I give these things, I did as much research as I could, but like I said, there was not a lot of stuff to go off of for these dolls. So if you want to correct me on anything that I say, or if you think I'm wrong, you can let me know. But anyways, let's begin. The Radio Disney Pop Dreamer dolls were first released in 2002 and manufactured by Thinkway Toys. Just doing a quick Google search, Thinkway Toys makes things for Pixar, it seems, with a lot of the stuff that had come up being Toy Story, but they had done other Pixar things just to get an idea. I feel like they're more of a figure-based group than dolls, but Disney Pop Dreamer, oh my god, can I even say the names? No, I cannot. Radio Disney Pop Dreamer dolls, I guess, aren't fully dolls, they're figure-based. I'll put a photo up of the dolls so you can get an idea of what they look like in case you have never heard of these dolls, because honestly when I first started collecting I never had. But just from getting a quick glance at these dolls, I feel like anyone in their sane mind could say that they're probably inspired or similar concept to the Mattel Diva Stars dolls, which were released in 2000, specifically October of 2000. And even though many sites, when I was looking up the Disney, oh my gosh, they got a long name, Radio Disney Pop Dreamer dolls, even though every site that I went to tried to tell me that these dolls were created by Mattel, they are in fact created by Thinkway Toys. Obviously by the name, the dolls were associated with Disney, and I cannot discuss the dolls without discussing the album. I feel like it's unfair. So the concept behind these dolls is that with the dolls, they released an album to go with them with, I feel like 13 songs maybe? 12 songs. There's 12 songs. So the dolls are inspired by Disney princesses, and they are a fictional band that released an album. There are 3 characters in the doll line, and they, from what I could find, only released 3 dolls. There is Ella, who's inspired by Cinderella. There is Gabrielle. I think her name is Gabrielle. I don't think it's Gabriella. I think it's Gabrielle. Inspired by Belle. And then Ari, inspired by Ariel. Had to make sure that I got them right. And when you look at the dolls, I feel personally like you can very heavily see, or you can at least see that they're inspired. I would say there's one, in my opinion, that is very inspired by, which would be Ari. Like, I feel like when you look at her, you're like, that's Ariel. More not inspired, but anyways. Okay, I'm going to discuss the album in more depth just because the dolls are surrounding this album. Like, they want you to buy the dolls and then they want you to buy the album. So sorry if you're like, I don't want to hear about music. On the album, there are 12 songs, and most of them are covers of pre-existing songs. The album actually released, I have to stare at this because I like wrote it down and it's a long name. So they actually reached number 13 on the Billboard's Top Kids Audio chart. The 12-track album consists of 5 original songs, okay? Okay, if you are curious in listening to the album, you're like, I really want to listen to the album, obviously you can go on eBay and purchase a CD, but you can actually listen to the whole album on Spotify. Yes, you heard me, it is on Spotify. Just search Radio, what is it called? It's called Radio Disney Pop Dreamers. Just search that and you will be able to listen to the whole album if after watching this video you're like, wow, those songs sound great. So like I said, they're covers, and as I was writing these songs down, I go, why do some of these songs sound very familiar? Because they sounded familiar but not Disney songs, because when I heard it I thought that they were all supposed to be Disney songs, but they're not all Disney songs. Their majority of them are covers and some of them are Disney songs. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you who sings the song, specifying the characters that there are. Okay, does that make sense? So there's, the first one is called Be a Star, and all 3 characters sing it. Gabrielle, Ari, and Ella all sing that song. Beauty and the Beast is sung by Gabrielle. We Got the Beat is sung by Ari. If You Can Dream is Ella's theme song, it says. So like each of them have a theme song, I guess. Then we have Better Together, which is Ari's theme. A Dream is Wish Your Heart Makes is Ella's song. Walking on Sunshine is Ari. Part of Your World is sung by Ari. Between the Lines is Gabrielle's theme song, and it's sung by Gabrielle. Do What We Want to Do is sung by all 3, Gabrielle, Ella, and Ari. And then the last 2 is Someday My Prince Will Come. Is there any more to that? It got cut off. Yeah, Someday My Prince Will Come. Okay, I got out of it. I got out of Spotify. And then sung by Ella. And then the last one is Give a Little Love, which is sung by Ari. If you want to listen to it, you should check it out because I may have listened to it, okay? And I just think that's so fun that there's an album they can listen to of the dolls singing. Okay, back to the dolls. The dolls themselves are actually interactive, kind of like Diva Stars, but these dolls, they can sing 2 songs. They are, what did I write? They are interactive, play guitar, so they can like sense the guitar, I guess. I don't know. And clothing recognition. They actually come with 2 outfits. Did I say that? Well, lies. They come with 2 extra outfits. I would technically consider the dolls to have 4 because they come with 3 plastic pieces that you can take off, and then underneath they have undergarments. And honestly, I feel like with a doll like that has specific clothing, because you really can't put any other clothing on them. I feel like that's really neat, because then if you find the doll thrifting nude, they have clothing on and you don't have to like throw a piece of cloth over them or something so they're not nude on your shelf, you know what I mean? Anyways, And they can sing songs solo, duo, and a trio, depending on how many dolls are placed together. And I don't know, I'll have to try that out. Okay, now it's time to get more into the dolls. So the dolls themselves are, obviously by looking at the photos of them, they're big, clunky plastic pieces. They have big shoes, so their shoes are not removable. They have rooted hair, which is really nice. I like dolls with rooted hair. Their hands and arms look like they do move, but they're positioned, so you can't move them, and then you can't move their legs either. Their legs stay the same. And from what it looks like, the guitars are removable. Now, more specifically into the dolls. So from what I could tell, there were only 3 dolls produced. I'll talk about this later because I think from my research, and now correct me if I'm wrong, because like I'm okay with being wrong and knowing that there are more dolls. I think they started production from others but never went through with it. I can't find that the dolls exist. I will put in photos of possibly other dolls that they wanted to release, like a second series. There's photos of them. I found them on a site, but I can't tell if they actually exist, if they were created. So I'm gonna go with they were scratched. Or scrapped. Why I did that not come out the way that I wanted to say it. Anyways, I should have said this in the beginning though, but I did purchase all 3 dolls, which is why I'm so excited to talk about these dolls. I am literally so excited. So I'm gonna show you and let you meet the 3 dolls. So I bought them on eBay for $20. They're not complete, but they're complete to me, okay? So here is this is Ella. I almost called her Ari. So I got them in the outfit that they're wearing are the outfits that they have. They did not come with any extra outfits. One day I would love to get the other outfits, but I don't need it. You know what I mean? I think right now she's good. And if I get the other outfits, I'll be like, oh, I want more dolls. I'm very excited to have them. I want them so badly. They're so interesting and different. And I want to be mean here. I'm going to be mean. I did not like the Diva Stars when I saw them. I was not a fan, but when I saw these I was like, I really like these, and I don't know why I didn't like the Diva Stars. I have definitely changed my mind. I'm more interested in the fashion Diva Stars than I am the actual Diva Stars, but I still really want them, just not as much as I want the fashion ones. But with these I was like, I really want these in my life. And so we're gonna discover all the interactive stuff. Yes, these dolls do need to be fixed up. I literally took them out of the box that I got today, and I'm showing you, so eventually I will fix them up. I am nervous about her hair. Her hair is not great. Like, I feel like it's gonna get really bad once I brush it, so I'm kind of nervous about that. But the others seemed, well, actually I feel like Belle seems the best. Sorry, Gabrielle, my bad. But it all is, I don't think it's a great quality hair, but they all do need to be brushed. Anyways, so this is Ella. And if you can tell, Ella has blue eyes. I feel like, and I will compare them, but I feel like they're all the same skin tone. One might be slightly more white, but I feel like they're really lacking diversity here. And I don't know if this was so that they could switch their outfits and look the same. That might be the case. But anyways, let's take a look at them. So we have Ella. She has blonde hair. She has blue eyes and pink streaks in her hair. She currently has her hair up, but I think it's usually down, but I could be wrong. She's got pink lips on. She actually has dimples. Can you see that? And then the outfit that she is currently wearing is a pink tank top. It's got a silver shoe detail. Do you see that? And it's on like the little pillow. It's super cute. She also has these jeans with some detail on them. This is actually Ella's outfit, in case you were wondering. I do know that off the top of my head. She has silver detailing also. They're actually molded, so like this is rough. It's like molded into it. It's really nice. And then she has on silver shoes. They all have different shoes on. I'm not sure. Okay, this is not Ella's guitar. This is what's her name? This is Ari's guitar. It looks like, okay, it's blue. She currently has it on. It's got Flounder and Sebastian on it, so that's how I know it's blue. It's got some really nice details, and there's straps in it, and I was like, how do I take this off because her head's quite big? I think I just pull it, but I'm kind of nervous that it's gonna like break. Oh, I'm sorry that she just like hit her head. So there's straps here, and then they just push out and you can put it on. And this is fabric right here, which is nice. Okay, so in case you're wondering, I only have 2 of the guitars. I didn't know whose they were, and I honestly don't care. It's cool that I even got 2, and I'm not even sure the other one is actually, no, I don't think the other one is their guitar. So I just think that it's just this guitar. That's okay though. I wanted the dolls. I don't need the guitars. They're adorable though. Okay, sorry. And then so her shoes are like this shiny silver color, and then she also has painted toes, and they're actually purple. So how this works is you take the outfit off. Look at that. Comes right off. There is nothing on the back. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so there's like little sensors on her belly. Again, I don't know how these dolls work. I had them for like less than a few seconds. And she has pinkish purple undergarments. They're quite neat. And again, I'd be okay with displaying my doll like this. When she has her outfit on though, okay, just snaps on. This is what she looks like from behind. So keep that in mind in case you are thinking about getting these dolls. Let's take a look at the other one. I will be discussing the other outfits because I do think that you guys should know about them. This is Gabrielle. She has brown hair and a little bit of yellow in it. You can actually see a decent amount over here. Again, these are thrifted. They're used dolls, so I do have to eventually brush them and make them look a little bit better. She has interesting eyebrows. They all have interesting eyebrows. No, hers just looks squiggly. She has like brownish yellow eyes and a light pink lip. She does not have dimples. Remember, this one had dimples. That's fun. Okay, this doll I think is wearing her version of her outfit. Okay, they're different. They're not the same outfit. I should make that clear. But they're similar. Okay, so she's got a purple top with some yellow details, and then her jeans are yellow, and they've got little flower details, little ruffle details here. She also has these yellow, shiny, big, chunky shoes. Again, these aren't removable, but they're big and chunky. And she's got painted toes. They're pink. It's adorable. I love this doll so much. I think she's so cute. And again, her outfit also just snaps on and off. And I think they have the same painted undergarments underneath. And if you can tell, this is where the recognition is. One of the dolls, the description said that they were really quiet. So hopefully all the dolls work, but I can't promise anything. I'm curious on who the guitar goes to. So if you want to let me know. I had growing up a Taylor Swift guitar, but this looks too big to be a Barbie. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is a Barbie. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little big base wise. I had the Taylor Swift, well, one of them, and I feel like it was a bit smaller. I guess, no, I just feel like that's a bit big. I didn't know. It says China on the back. That's all I got. Maybe I'll look it up. If you want to let me know, you can. Okay, Ariel. Here's Ariel. Nope. Ari. Jesus. Am I going to get them right? No, never. I will continue to call them by their non-names. Okay. This is Ari, and if you can tell, she's inspired by Ariel. She has red hair and blue eyes and a lightish pink orangish lip. They actually do have eyeshadow on, but it's like a white shimmery. It's actually really pretty. Here she is. Her hair is pulled back. She's got a chunky stuff in her hair, but that was because she's thrifted. So Ariel is the only one wearing her dress that is more designed to look like the Disney princess. So I'll talk about the other doll outfits, but I don't have them, so I can't show them, but I want to show this one. So this is inspired by Ariel's look. It's supposed to look like Ariel's. They all have like a tank look kind of vibe. You'll see. Anyway, so purple top, more of like that greeny blue color, a yellow little star detail, and then some purple details here. And then she has chunky white shoes. Again, all of their shoes are different, if that helps. And she's got dark purple toes, nail polish, and she also has the same undergarments. So the dolls all have basic articulated movements. I'm curious on how it recognizes what outfit you put it on, but okay, wait, let's look. Okay, so here is how it recognizes it. Do you see the little grooves in here? It's gonna poke the doll's tummy, and it looks like maybe they all have different ones. Let's see what Belle's looks like. Yeah, Belle's is a 2. Okay. I'm curious if the dolls can recognize other outfits, like if it's not like Ariel set will be able to recognize that. I'm curious. I don't know. I haven't looked. I haven't tried them out yet. So the only thing that I got is Ariel's guitar, and then I hope that their batteries work. I didn't check, but they do have articulation. They have movement at the head, arms, and that's it. They can't do anything else. I'm very excited to have these dolls in the condition that I have. Obviously I need to brush them, but I'm very excited. I don't need the other outfits. Do I want them when I get them? Yes, but I don't need them. Let's talk about the other outfits that the dolls come with. I am going to be looking a lot at my screen, but I will try not to. Okay, so Ella comes with a guitar that is similar, but it's shaped differently. It's a different shape. It is pink, and it has Gus and a different mouse, and I can't think of his name. I'm sorry. And then she comes with her outfit that is more inspired by Belle, which is blue and white. And it has a little choker that's so adorable. And then she comes with her other outfit that she also has, which is a short skirt and a shirt. The shirt is white and pink, and then again it's a full piece. It's not like individual pieces, but it gives off like that vibe. Okay, so that is Ella. Then we have Ari, which again we already saw. She comes with the guitar, but she comes with the outfit that is what she like usually wears, the one that she is put on in the box, which would be her version of this, which is a pair of dark green, like it matches Ariel's tail color. She's got a little bit of white pearl detail on it. Again, I'm gonna put up photos of them so you can see. And a tank top, I think it's like a bluey green color, and then her second outfit would be a purple shirt and a green skirt. The skirt looks pretty ruffled there. It also looks like maybe Ella comes with a purse, but I'm not seeing if Ari comes with a purse. I'm editing my video right now, and if you can see in the photo that they used for Ari, she does have a purse. The other photo that I was referencing when I was talking about that, she did not have a purse. And then I looked back at the photo and she did, so I just don't have eyeballs. But I will reference that again throughout the video, I feel like multiple times. And I was like, why doesn't she have a purse? I also don't mention that they have brushes. They come with brushes. I guess I just don't have eyeballs, okay? Anyways, second of all, I wanted to quick add that something that I do not talk about in the video, which I'm quite devastated for because I swear I wrote it down, but then I looked back and I didn't write it down. They also made plushies of the dolls. So they made 3 like plushie doll looking thingies, and I also would really like to get them one day, but the likely chance of me getting them is fine. But anyways, they also made plushies. Yes, she has a purse. Don't come for me in the comments. Anyways, that's all. Back to the video. And then the last one that I have is Gabrielle. So then Gabrielle comes with her yellow dress that is inspired by Belle's dress. It's yellow with ruffles, and then her second outfit is the short skirt look. So the little t-shirt is yellow, and then a purple skirt, looks like possibly a belt, and then it looks like maybe a red purse just from looking at it. Oh, also her guitar is purple, and it looks like they all have different guitar shapes. And then their outfit that is more inspired by the princess is very much a different mold. It looks very different from each other. They're not like all the same mold, just in the different color schemes, which I honestly, looking at them, I think these are all like individual designs. I don't think that they're reusing them. Like if you can see, she has ruffles at the bottom and she doesn't, so I think they're different molds, but they definitely look very similar, in my opinion. Okay, now I'm going to insert photos of the 3 other dolls that I found, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about them as well. So again, I assume that this was scrapped because I cannot find anything else on them other than the photos that I found, and I didn't see anything on eBay, but it could have been released. I just haven't seen anybody talk about them or seen anything relating to them. But it is 3 more dolls of each one for one of the characters shown, and it does look like that they all have fabric clothing, so maybe they switched from a plastic clothing to fabric, which is interesting because I don't think that they can still do the recognizing the fabric and stuff. But they have the same guitars in the photos, but they do have shoes. It shows flip-flops in Ella's photo. So my assumption is they got rid of the big chunky feet, but then I think that they would look weird. So I'm interested if these are actually the dolls, or does somebody make customs? I don't know, but they do have earrings in the photos as well, and these dolls don't have their ears pierced, but it does look very similar to the dolls, but just with fabric. They don't come with other outfits either, just the ones on their bodies. From what I was also looking at, it also looks like they also come with bases that they can stand on, and maybe that is the electronic portion. But I'll show you the back of the box. Like, any photos that I can find, I will put them in because they're very interesting, and I am very curious if anybody has any information on these dolls, if they were released, because it says, I'm on like a Pinterest, and it says Radio Disney Pop Dreamer Ari fashion doll, talking, singing, stage, new in box, Thinkway, but it doesn't say anything else. It doesn't, like, I want to buy it. I'd buy it, but it doesn't let me buy it. So any photos that I can find on these dolls, I will try to put them in. And if anybody wants to tell me anything about them, I would happily accept. And I will be in my comments waiting for you guys to tell me if they exist, because I'm very curious. Now I'm kind of concerned that I might get in trouble for having them talk, because, like, copyright, so hopefully not. But they have little things on the bottom of them. Obviously, she's a little dirty. She needs to get a little clean. She also, I feel like, is a little sun damaged, but that's okay. It says Thinkway. It does say Thinkway Toys on the bottom. It says Disney, patent pending, Thinkway Toys made in China. Okay, they've got a little, can they charge? What is that? Anyways, they're on off. They got a little switch. Turn up. Wow. Okay, so it looks like they bought buttons on the bottom of their feet. Oh my gosh, she's still talking. There we go. Okay, looks like they have buttons on the bottom of their feet, and this one is dressing, and then this one is singing. Okay, so it does say that they sing 2 songs, so those are the 2 that she sings. Okay. I want to know if they can actually, like, sense that there's others, and, like, do they actually sing other songs? So then here's this one.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle. My
She's loud. This one was the...
Fabulous. This purple top is...
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'll wear it tonight to sing. Oh, hey, girlfriend. You wrote the book on looking...
Okay. She also has little buttons down here. One tells the fashion, one tells singing. They can sing their songs. Don't ask, because I don't remember what each of those songs were, and you probably could already tell. But this one, I was trying to tell you before she interrupted me. This one I was told was quieter, but they still all work, which is nice. I'm kind of curious on what she sounds like. It's gonna be loud.
I'm Ella. Dreams are just wishes and wishes come true. Can you fabulous? These pants are blue.
She's a little glitchy. Oh, that one's very glitchy. Okay. Okay. Are they all... Can they sing together?
I'm Ella.
Give me a second. Okay. From what I can tell is I don't think that they can actually recognize that there are 3 dolls there, because you have to start them at the same time. So, like, you can make them, so they all sing, the second song that they sing is all the same. They sing one song that's their own, and then they sing the same. So, like, technically they only sing 4 songs, right? 1, 2, yeah, I think so. Like, 4 different songs in total, versus, like, being like, oh, they each sing 2 songs, that's 6 songs. The second one is the same song, which is fine, but you have to push it at the same time, and I don't have that kind of dexterity. I feel like I'd get in trouble, but they do kind of sing. They were slightly off a little bit when they're singing, but they don't recognize that they're singing together. Okay, I'm curious to see if she can tell what outfit she's wearing. Okay, wait, she's not the one that speaks very loud. We're gonna go with Belle, because we can. Okay, let's put the Ariel one on and see if she can tell that she's singing it, or she's wearing it.
This belongs to Ari. Wow, cool style. Check out this new look. Classic. It belongs to Ella. Check out this new look.
I lied. I think they sing 3 songs because when she puts on the outfit, she sings a different song than the others. So maybe I did lie. Maybe they sing 2 original songs or 2 songs that the other dolls don't sing and then the one. I didn't know. I didn't know how it works. What I was saying with this is if you can see her stomach through some of them as well. / you can really see it on Ari, her outfit. I think that if they did different skin tones, not that I'm encouraging them to not do different skin tones. Not that I'm encouraging them. Yeah, I think that's how it was. But you can really see her skin here, so like it's different. I do think, however, I think this is not her color. But I do really like this concept, and I'm very much obsessed with these dolls, and I love that they can recognize the outfits and that they can, in theory, kind of sing together. I think they're so cute, and I am very excited to finally own them. I have been wanting them for a little bit now, ever since I heard about them, and I just thought they're so cute. Maybe I'll get Diva Stars next so that I can, you know, compare them. But I think the outfits are so cute. And yes, I would like to get the others, but I don't want them. I don't also know that if I fix that, like if I, because like some of them are kind of quiet, like she was very glitchy. I didn't know how to fix that. I am kind of nervous that these dolls have like corrodedness, so I'm gonna probably change their batteries eventually. I don't know what kind of size batteries they make, but that's the bottom of their feet. There's 2 spots open. I'm concerned. Anyways, I'm very excited to own these. I cannot wait to have them get fixed up. Stay tuned for that video because I am going to do the video together. Usually I try to split up my dolls when I fix them up. But I'm gonna put them all together because I am very excited. I want to get them on my shelves ready to be displayed. I think these are so fun. I do think that these are for a little bit younger of a demographic, which is why I might not see a lot of collectors talking about them, but I tend to really like dolls that are for a younger demographic. I love gimmicky dolls. I think these are just such a fun doll line that I'm sad that they didn't get more dolls. I believe it was only the 3 created. If you want to tell me otherwise and that those other 3 dolls do exist out there somewhere, it might be insanely difficult for me to get, but they're out there. You can let me know. Anyways, I know they're just kind of all over the place. When I do these videos, I probably will not own all the dolls, as devastating as that is, but I am grateful that for at least this video, I was able to showcase the dolls that I got, even if they're not in good condition, because I literally just took them out of their eBay box to show you. Anyways, Minecraft, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the video. If you want to see these dolls in a closer, up-close personalness, let me know, and I will be happy to show you. But again, stay tuned for other videos where I talk about other doll lines, and stay tuned for when I fix up these dolls, because they need it. Anyways, I'm Minecraft, thanks for watching. Bye!